Julius Caesar said that the world is formed in threes, and coming to the fact that after he has, from the Alpha of Rubicon to modern senatorial the world address, he addressed that we have beyond war. The transformation of the three nervous system, asympathetic, sympathetic, and asympathetic nervous system, shows that neurology becomes modern operandis in transforming violent behavior objectively, not just subjectively reducing the status quo from not being developed in the evolutionary history. You have to ask yourself the question why it's being explicated and what terms and why. When Adolf Benzer creates hubris in society, is there to create a motive for the reasons and why he's doing that. Being a painter and having not reduced its creative encyclopedic synergism, Adolf Benzer tried to be in the classical pantheismus of optology, acts in status quo creation where the world has been devoid and defunct by science. And these geniuses of empirical scientific destruction, Deus ex machina and Deus materialist background. Bilateralism, multilateralism moves to trilateralism, and status quo pantheism moves in classical sense of Aristotelian. Julius Caesar is in, as war and guerra becomes the Renaissance prototype of modern Christ. The transformation of cultural union and assemblage between races, religions is synopsis to modern objective that it leads to one thing, and collectively the mandala is the magnus opus of the magna mandala, the benza, as a synergism of the creative status quo. Telepathy of synopsis of Rotunda's Universal is not just satiricalismus and into Fourth Reich, Olympia, but it's indeed the transformation of all four corners into a self-existing organism of a theocracy that has a world government in it and sustain itself as a mode of outside the context of war. Science's tool and transformation of the world politics in a Helios context creates liberty and furthers into supremacy of knowing the ultimate end and means alpha omega, not in destructive but in creative, and by this synergizing the stasis into alpha 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 forever and immortality of the immortal.